Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Did you know that Dior released a new Backstage eyeshadow palette? They did. They snuck this one out on us. Looks kind of similar to some others, but this is the Dior Backstage Nude Essentials eyeshadow palette. I'm trying to get it out of the light so you can see it there. It is $52 and it is filled with 9 shimmers and mattes. Now this is an interesting one because usually I would say it is filled with 8 shimmers and mattes, and one of them would be the infamous Dior Backstage Eye Primer shade. No eye primer shade this time. So that is of interest as well. Been a few changes. Been some rumors that Dior Backstage is going away, but this is indeed a new release. This is a confused review. It's not really. I think it's pretty obvious. Wait for the demo. It's pretty obvious how I feel about it. Maybe I'm just being a bit meek in saying it, but if you stay for the demo, you'll see at the end, I actually throw this onto you guys because we're a community. I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts on this palette, keeping in mind that I love neutrals and I love Dior Backstage. Oh, we'll have to talk about exactly how I feel about this one. A little bit of housekeeping note. Please make sure you're subscribed. We are almost at 15,000 subscribers. Not quite yet, but we are nearing that closely. And I am planning a subscriber only live for July 5th. I kind of come to that decision in the demo. You'll see me thinking about it and going with it. So we're going to just go with it at 9 a.m. Los Angeles time. I have got so many giveaways. You guys should see what I've got waiting to give us. I've got items in box from Myricks, items in box from Voyeur, from Charlotte Tilbury, from MAC, from Laura Geller. We're going to be giving all that away, plus more, all brand new in box, but you do have to make sure you're subscribed. I'll have more information on the community page and over on Instagram, but that live will indeed be July 5th at 9 a.m. Los Angeles time. That is noon on the East Coast. Wait while I do the math. 5 p.m. in Britain, and it is 6 p.m. in Europe. Australians, I'm not trying to ace you out. I will take names of Australian viewers so they can be entered into the giveaway. So if you are Australian, please let me know. I will enter you into the giveaway, as I am not trying to hurt my princesses down under. Okay, let's take a look at these swatches on my arm in 2 different lights. I'm really anxious to see the comments on this review. Okay, first, you'll see. Let's start with studio lighting. Here is the Dior Backstage Nude Essentials Shimmer and Matte $52 palette on my arm. The way it is laid out in the pan. Here on my arm in studio lighting first. Very pretty. Can't fault those lovely neutrals. Nude Essentials, as they call it. Very pretty. Nice color story. Totally useful. I'm falling asleep as we talk about it. That gives you a little hint. Let's see this a little better by taking it outside into the warm California sunshine. It is indeed warm. It is super hot here around the United States. If you are from the US and you live in the South, you are really hot right now. Hot, hot. Midwest too, on the East Coast, I'm sure. Hot, 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 hot. So take a look at those. It's super, super pretty. So why am I so bored? Stay right now. We're going to the demo. I just gotta hear what you guys think. Stay right there. Okay, so we're gonna try this out, and the question becomes, necessary for a collection? Necessary for a collector of Dior Backstage? Or not needed for anyone? We're not gonna start with the primer, because there's none in here. So let's see what's happening here. I have some Sonia G brushes, and let's just give it a try. We got all these shimmers, we've got some mattes. Let's just go in here and give it a try. And this, of course, they do have names. Nothing of consequence really, but let's go in with this shade here. I'll put the names up on the screen, why not? And let's just, I'm not even gonna do 2 looks out of this one palette, which you think I would do because with 9 shades, but they're going to just be different neutral looks. And I'm going to go in here, same brush, to this over here. And, ooh, that came out darker than I really thought it would, actually. Okay, so let's knock some of that off. Well, that was kind of a relief in a way. I thought this would just be kind of nothingness. But actually, that's kind of a relief. I got to duplicate that now on this side. That to me would be the pain of doing a winged eyeliner. My daughter does winged eyeliners. I do not. To me, I would get it perfect, but I would have to do it twice. And I couldn't do that. Hey, that's actually really pretty. I'm kind of impressed so far. And I'm going to take that same shade we just used and go underneath the eye. I am actually quite impressed by this. I was, you know, kind of yawning before I put it on. But that's really pretty. I mean, I have to go away for a few days, and I will likely take this for travel. Switching brushes to this darkest cocoa shade down here, which we know is going to pack a bit of a punch. Let's just darken the outer corner with it a little bit. Nice, not muddying. Shadow's performing really well. I'm not blown away with interest in these colors, but I always say this, you know, then we get these aqua, crazy, pinky, purple, sparkly, different, unique eyeshadow palettes, and we go, what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, well, you want it different. So, you know, sometimes the same is at least reliable, and you can't say this isn't pretty. You know, do you need it? I don't know. Okay, same brush. Let's go in right here to this middle shade right here and just put on this sparkle, which is quite sparkly, but I can't really see it. So let's try it with my finger and see if the emolliency of my finger will help me get a bit of it on. Yeah, it's pretty much not there. You don't really see it very much. Look, this is super pretty. If you have this, it's incredibly wearable. To be honest with you, I don't know if I need to scream into the camera right now to wake up anybody who is fast asleep. I'm not trying to offend Dior Backstage fans. I feel I can say this because I've always supported Dior Backstage. I really like them. This is just it's a snoozeville. I'm sorry. Let's go with this shade right here and just kind of put it on the inside corner. I'm not saying that if you buy this, you won't wear it. I'm not saying that if you don't have a lot of makeup that you can't use this. I'm just saying that shimmer shade in the middle is literally, I mean, I don't know. I would do better off using a highlighter from my face. Here is a finished look. Let's see what we got here. Wake up. Wake up, alarm clock. If you fell asleep. Yeah. Look, I might get a hard time for this, you guys. This palette is very, very pretty and completely unnecessary, and it is very rare that I say that. It is pretty, it is wearable, so what's the problem? You yourself, Rebecca, say that if it's crazy colors, we can't wear it. That's true. It's wearable. It performs fine, except for that middle shade was an absolute waste. The colors diffuse on the eyelid beautifully. They're usable and they're wearable. I feel like you have, if you are a neutrals lover, you have every single one of these. I mean, it'd be good for travel, you know? I mean, you know, how much is this again? $52? Gosh, it's weird to say that a palette that performs well and is usable and pretty is a waste of your money. And I hate to call neutrals boring because I love Dior Backstage and I love neutrals. I am so bored right now that I actually want to take this off my eyes, and it's a pretty look. Help me put this into words. Look, I'm going to put this on you. I'm going to flip the review here. You tell me why I feel two things at the same time. You tell me why it is useful. It is pretty. It is fairly wearable, although that shade is an absolute waste. You tell me why I like Dior Backstage, and you tell me why I love neutrals, and then you tell me why it is that I'm like, please keep your money. This is boring. I don't want a big old sparkly lilac unicorn palette. I don't know what I wanted from it, but I'm not getting it. I don't have the words. I'm bored. Hey, wake up if you're asleep out there. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I kind of got nothing. So I throw it to you. Let's make this a community effort. Are you bored by this? If you think I am absolutely wrong and this is a perfect staple, please say it. Those of you who have disagreed with me in comments know that, you know, as long as we're all respectful to each other, of course, I am absolutely up for it. I love the dialogue. We don't need to debate, but I love the dialogue. Talk to me. Tell me what you think. It's pretty, right? It's not an ugly palette. Let me know what we should all be thinking about this latest Dior Backstage. Did you even know it was being released? Let's talk about it, guys. That's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my confusion. Don't forget, please subscribe. We are going to have an upcoming live. We are going to have it, looks like we're going to do July 5th. To celebrate, we're going to celebrate, yeah, it looks like we're going to do, I just kind of decided that right now. Might as well use my confusion. We are going to have July 5th, the day after the July 4th holiday here in the US. We're going to have July 5th as our subscriber-only live with tons of good giveaways. I've got Charlotte Tilbury, I've got Merit, I've got all sorts of different brands, unused, unopened in boxes to give away on that live. Watch for that. I'll be advertising that in community, but you do have to be subscribed in order to attend. So make sure that you are subscribed. That will be July 5th, probably at 9 a.m. California time. And I will get that out in community when that is, and I'll put it in the description bar as well. So I would love to see you there. But also come on over to TikTok and Instagram and say a big hello and give me a follow over there. You can become a bigger part of this community by becoming a channel member or by giving super thanks. But in any way that you are here, I'm just thrilled to see you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm really looking forward to the comments on this one. Bye-bye.